Good morning. It is our second day in India. We are in Bengaluru, formerly known as Bangalore. Had to do some research in Google what the difference is. So apparently Bangalore is like the colonized name from the British, and in 2014 they took back the Indian name of Bengaluru. So that is why there is two names and it is utterly confusing. That is where we are today. We have hired a taxi driver and we are going to go around and see some of the key sites of this city. To the Bangalore Palace in Bangalore, obviously. So this operated as a palace, I think, until 2013. There was someone operating here. Charles come to take a photo of me because we're literally the only white people here. We've had a lot of photos today. So it was about 480 rupees to come in, which is about $10 Australian, and you do get a free audio guide, which was quite interesting listening to it, but you cannot take any pictures or videos inside. They're literally blowing a whistle at you. So this is, I'm outside, you can see this fence, so that's where I'm allowed to take pictures and videos. They reckon that this is not based off Windsor Castle, however there are a lot of similarities in it, and it was all structurally built like very similar, so maybe it's just the era, you know. So there is not a lot of Caucasian people in this city at all. We went to a museum previously and there are a lot of school kids. People are absolutely fascinated with Isabel and I. They like want to take
asked for my autograph and photos. So
photos, autographs. Like, it's obviously, you know, they're touching your skin. Our skin being white is, you know, working at our advantage. People love to see it here.
Can't see right now.
We would love to be tanned though. Give us some of that melanin, please.
Melanin?
Melanin in your skin. We're just driving past in our vehicle and we see this building. We're like, what is that? So our driver just pulled over. It's called Vidhana Sudha, I think. Vidhana Sudha. Anyway, it is literally just the state parliament. That's all it is. It was built in the 50s, but it's magnificent.
I was born in the 50s.
There are so many people here as well taking photos. Like, it's literally the sight to see. I just said we're at the state parliament.
I got another 3, guys.
She just got me into buying 3.
Again.
Okay, they were only 100 rupees. They were like $2 each. I just spent $6 on these photos. She literally has a collection globally of these. So I just bought snacks from this little guy over here, 30 rupees, so that must be like 70 cents. And it's like puffed rice with chili and peanuts. Unfortunately, she can't eat it, so sorry. Okay, we are at Lalbagh Botanic Gardens. That thing that I just ate, that like spicy rice and peanuts. Look, my tongue is yellow. The spice in my lips and my tongue is ridiculous. Even like my bag and the money that I used, it's so bad. Anyway, Belle just got a dented 7-Up. 7-Up's super popular here. It's not like
no, people don't even drink here.
Like, she's not even kidding. People don't drink people don't drink liquids here, and so I was looking into it, and apparently it like the teachings of yoga is that you should drink for 45 minutes after you eat. It's wild. I don't know how they do that. That like it's so spicy. Anyway, we're at Lalbagh Botanic Gardens, and we're going in a buggy. We're doing it's an hour walk around the gardens, and yeah, we're paying for the buggy to drive us around instead. Okay, we're in the garden, so we definitely got the buggy and we are going around. It was 100 rupees, which is like $2, and it's a 40-minute ride. And we have 5 stops to take snaps on the way. We've come to somewhere called Tipu Sultan's Palace, who apparently fought a tiger and won. So we're gonna see. I will note that buying tickets, you can't just like walk up and pay. It was 250 rupees each, which is like $5 Australian. So you had to do it online, and it was like you had to have passport numbers and stuff. Fortunately, mine's on my phone, but it was a little bit of a mess to actually buy the tickets. Eventually went through. So this palace is not just his palace, this is a summer palace, of course. Apparently Bangalore has a wonderful summer season, and so a lot of people built their palaces here, but it is Indo-Islamic inspired architecture, which you can see, and literally everything is wood. I will state there's not a lot of restoration, so there's like drawings and stuff on the walls. It was built in 1791, and there is so much British influence here. Very... Good morning. It is our 3rd day in Bangalore, whatever we're calling it. Bangalore, I think, is politically correct. So we are in a rickshaw, like a tuk-tuk, but rickshaw is the Indian version, and we're going to go and see some temples today. We actually ordered this through Uber, not just off the street. I have no idea like what the cost is off the street. It's costing, we're going 45 minutes and it's costing us 200 rupees, which is about $4. Yeah, it is wild. Some man was just trying to get money at the traffic light from us. First of all, we survived the rickshaw ride. My hair is fluffy as it was yesterday as well, and I had to wash it again this morning. We have just got to the Ikshan temple. It's like the Hare Krishna temple. We had to pay 400 rupees for up to 6 people. There's obviously 2 of us, so we got ripped off. And we have just left our shoes here. We're literally the only Caucasian people here as well. Everyone's staring at us. There are signs everywhere we've been saying that you need to wear a face mask and like the correct way. I've barely seen, aside from our hotel, which is a Hyatt, so I think it's American owned. They're obviously, it's compulsory. It's so wet where we're walking right now. We have no shoes. I haven't seen anyone wearing face masks at all, so I don't know if it's just an old signage, like it looks like it's not. We'll see. So there are 2 lines to come in, and you can see the line is literally empty. We're on the side that are not Hare Krishna followers, like we're not part of this temple, and apparently it's this busy. However, on the other side, you can see the line literally snakes in and out over there. It's such a long line, so it's quite busy. So So we are here at like 11:30. I'm trying to be discreet because there's still no photography.
We joined a cult.
So we're here at 11:30. There's actually a free lunch on at the moment. So everyone's just like sitting down to have a free lunch. Please move. If you can see, it's like a yellowy soup type of thing. On that, there's actually signage here saying that there are free lunches. That's obviously why it was so busy in the local section. We have just come to a shopping mall called Orion Mall. It's literally across the road from the ISKCON temple that we were just at. It's like the International Krishna Society. It's an acronym. I was very interested to visit the Hare Krishna temple. As an anthropologist, I did a study on it during university. It was developed like in the 60s and 70s in New York, of all places. However, Caucasians don't really follow it anymore. It's more, because it's based on Hindu beliefs, it's just like redeveloped in India and it's huge. So a lot of people do say that it is a cult, and I could definitely see why, but it was an experience. We're sitting in a food court as well. We decided that we're going to get something to eat. There is literally everything is Americanized here. I'm genuinely surprised by that, but globalization I should not be. I just want something to drink. I feel so dehydrated because people in India like don't drink, and every time I try and buy something to drink, they're like, no, it's for display. Everything's for display, like it's not for consumption. And then I was like reading about it, and yeah, people just like don't consume like water. That's what I want. I just want a bottle of water, and it's impossible to find. We just got an Uber. This is absolutely chaotic. We are at a place called the KR Market. Can't even remember what it stands for anymore. There's people everywhere. Everyone's asking us where you can like see in the background, and it is so muddy. But essentially, it's like a produce market. Absolutely beautiful. Like smells so good. There's very citrusy smells everywhere. Yeah, but this is wild. And Isabel's wearing white pants. I also have thongs on, so yeah, not a great start. The ground is like literally something else. It's so muddy and there's just stuff everywhere. Oh, this is like even worse. I'm literally wearing thongs, but everyone has sandals on. Like this is just normal. And what's even more concerning is that there's cows everywhere. There's a literal cow. It's not tied up to anything. It's just walking around by itself. We are staying at the Hyatt Centric on MG Road in Bangalore, and it is a very basic room. It's considered a 4-star hotel, but I did not pay that much Australian for it. I think it may have been $150 a night. It does have security out the front, and for my daughter and I, we're traveling alone, so obviously we wanted something more than a hostel. But we have a king bed in here. We have the cutest little bedside tables, which I would love to take home. So we've got these, we have a desk. I obviously have been working, that's what I do. And then I will show you the bathroom. And the bathroom as well, so the shower, we have 2 different types of shower heads and this like little seat, which is always great, normal basin. But look at this view, this is magnificent. It is so good. And I will say that it is the same view that we have here from the lounge overlooking part of the city. day in Bangalore, it's our last morning in Bangalore, so I just wanted to quickly show you around where we're having breakfast. There is a pool here. We didn't go in the pool, we did sit by the pool one afternoon. It was raining last night, so I imagine it probably is not going to be warm, but it is really cute. We're on the 4th floor and it's literally right outside the restaurant. So we have eaten dinner here 3 of the 4 nights that we were here, like purely for convenience, and I have been so tired. I've been going to sleep at like 7 o'clock and waking up early to work, so it's all about convenience. But I will show you what there is for breakfast here at the Hyatt Santrik MG Road, because people always ask me like, what do you eat? In the breakfast restaurant here, they do have a buffet that you can see behind me, but you can also order like made to order things. So you have Western style food, and then you also have Indian style food. So I have a masala dosa, so it's filled with like it's like vegetables, potatoes, it's like spiced, and then it's like a crepe, and then there's these 3 sauces. I only like the orange one, I don't like the green one and the white one.
I did that one.
So we ordered waffles with Isabel has been ordering an excessive amount of maple syrup.
Well, they don't put enough on there, so I have to go back and be like, hey, is it possible if I get some more maple syrup?
So she has like this little bowl that's filled, so they just assumed I wanted that much maple syrup, and then Isabel put caramel sauce on the top, and it's literally...
It all came out in clumps.
What is that? We are going to start with the drink side. Now you can see that this is an empty bar. I think there's a sign up there. Today is a dry day. That means that there's no liquor served. Talk about how there's literal iced coffee served, and I think I mentioned this before, there's always a milkshake as well because everything is so spicy. Literal signage everywhere. Okay, so we have fruits here, cut up fruits as well, love that. And then there's like cheese, a jar of gherkins. More over here, like more toppings and stuff for salads. And then obviously toast over here, condiments for toast. View of the city, and then there are like baked goods. I love this donut now. Every day there's been different donuts, more like patisserie items, and then over here there's like, I guess, cereals and yogurts and stuff. I'm not going to open these up because these are so heavy that you can see in here. So that one's like sauteed mushrooms, and then potatoes, like beans, and then over here, actually, I'm going to open this one up. Chocolate mud pie. I did not eat that, but interesting. And then there's obviously like Indian style food as well. Over here, like those things are so spicy, whatever they were, and like more spices to add. Check out of the Hyatt here at Bangalore. We're sitting in the lobby with our bags waiting for our driver, and we ate 3 nights at the restaurant here, and it cost me 7,000 rupees, which was like $80 Australian. And I was like, are you sure that's right? Because we had dinner and dessert every single night, plus drinks and stuff. Anyway, it was real cheap.